shake it. What? Kiss ass. What? Shake it. What? Kiss ass. What? Shake it. What? Kiss ass. What? Shake it. What? Kiss ass.
Contamination taking hold. Burn it down, gonna burn it down. Ain't nobody gonna stop me now. I'm gonna burn it down. Watch it burn down to the ground. I'm gonna burn it down. Ain't nobody gonna stop me now. I'm gonna burn it down. Watch it burn down to the ground.
Tried, and I've tried even more. I cried, and I can't recall what for. I pressed, I pushed, I've yelled, I begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that it never will impress. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, no more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt.
Yeah. Okay. Look, me versus you and you know what they picking. Cheap and expensive, you know the difference. You know that it's hitting, you know what it's giving. Hair, nails, polar bear. I could survive in the coldest conditions. Hoes very low, they tone when they spin. Bitches is washed, soap in the dishes. I apply pressure like boa constrictors. One bitch, two bitch, old bitch, new bitch. None of y'all bitches not gon' do shit. I'm in Miami, I pull up on cruise ship. You in Miami for also room shit. When I step a stampede, foot on neck, can't breathe. Lucky charm, Van Cleave, diamonds on. I see my eyes linking up. I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that hoe enough is enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up Diamond, bitch. No, if you ops linking up, I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that hoe enough is enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up Diamond, bitch. No, if you buck, I'm like, ooh, child, cool down, too hot, too wild, move clear, new style. How you fucking with me? Girl, give me one shot and I'm raising the glass. Give me 2 shots and I'm shaking this ass. Give me 3 shots and I'm ready to fuck. 5, 4 shots, I be ready to splash. It's to me, so I gotta pop it. I'm sending on business, I'm ready about it. Bitch be talking, I be big in they pocket. Girl, tell me about it. I'm litty, I'm pretty, I'm running the city. I'm shitting on bitches in every department. This ass is heavy, thick like peanut butter. And bitches jelly about it. A lot of winning, a lot of scoring. Yeah. Cardi Bryant, Cardi Jordan. Yeah. These bitches all losers. What they can't do is not important. Look, hey, I'm getting better and betterer. I do not see no competitors. You know the gang hit that pussy. Said it was regular. Can see me if fighting, can see me if that shit. Can see me with money, these bitches is bugging. Either these bitches is blind or I'm invincible. Bitch can't see me at night. When I hop out with stampede, foot on neck, can't breathe. Lucky charm, Van Cleave, diamonds on. I see my eyes linking up. I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that hoe enough is enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up Diamond, bitch. No, if you ops linking up. I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that hoe enough is enough.
Right, girl, shit. Turn that heat up, nigga. He in love with Glow, never got the cookie, but got my name tatted. Killer work, don't know who he killed, I heard that main ready. Never full, when it's time to eat, I be his main platter. NYC, New York Fashion Week, Tommy Hill jacket. Tell these hoes to stay dangerous, cause now one know they niggas safe. My niggas
Alright, let me not get myself all the way hyped up, because that was all the way back for today. Okay. Hello, everybody. How are you? Let me make sure that my sound, yep, my sound is working. Cool, cool, cool. All right, you can hear me. So I'm gonna give you the warning ahead of time that some of you are not going to be very happy with the stream. So I will take no offense if you want to at some point head out, if you need to sit in the corner for a moment. Um, some may be blocked today. Just just gonna put that out there because so listen. The last time I streamed it was about 3 weeks ago, I think. Hell, almost a month ago now. Okay. All right. No streaming. And that was just to test out Restream. My actual last live stream that I did was almost 6 weeks ago. Okay, 6 weeks. I don't stream like that. I don't come around like that. Like I'm mostly I think I've only been in like Johnson's chat and super duper Karen Reed hashtag she got this kind of a thing. Super glad. I think the actual uh verdicts were perfection. I'm so glad that she can move on in her life. If you haven't already seen the ad, Michael Proctor is going to be doing an interview with, I think it's 2020 or Dateline or 60 Seconds or some shit like that. So here for that because I'm so, like, I really do want to hear what he said. Anywho, we got to set that to the side though because this isn't really about her, okay? All right. Outside of those two places though, you don't really see me. Okay. Now I've been very, very bored over this past week. Boredom, it's not a good look on me. Okay? It's not a good look on me at all. And, okay, wait, oh, you say I'm breaking up. Okay, hold on. Let me hear myself. Let me see. No, my audio is fine on my thing. Okay, I don't know. Okay. All right, hang on, hang on. Just hang on in there. Let's grab un momento. Let's switch Wi-Fi's real quick and try that. All right. This Oh, it's when you speak louder. Okay, maybe I just got too loud of a mouth, so it may be cutting out because it's noise cancellation headphones. Y'all have to let me know. I'm gonna just go on my rant, and if you don't hear me, my bubble keeps moving, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But if you don't hear me, then you know that's still all right. Listen, I can't even test this shit out if I'm on mute. All the while, I'm like, why can't y'all hear me? This doesn't make any sense. I think I fixed it. Can y'all hear me? And in the chat, y'all are like, now I don't hear anything at all. And I'm like, how do they hear nothing at all? At least we just had cut up audio before. And then I look and I'm like, okay, maybe when I like unplugged my headphones, maybe that did something. And sure enough, it did. It muted me. And now all of a sudden, after I unmuted, so hopefully this fixes it. Hopefully we can hear you. Okay, wonderful, perfect. Uni, it's amazing to see you. So good to see. Yeah, Uni, that's exactly what it was. It was my headphones. I don't know why. When I plugged and unplugged, it did something. So whatever. We just did the, Comcast, unplug, plug it back in. Totally fixes it. Great, wonderful. Now we can move forward. Okay. All right. So what I was saying is the two most chats you can probably find me in right now has been Jonesin or really chasing with Free Karen when I am in there listening and chatting at times, not as much. But I have found myself over the last couple of days to be very bored. And a bored Nunya is not a good thing at all, right? Okay. So I have decided to go with the JP stance on the internet. Okay. All right. Absolutely. I'm being a copycat. Not exactly. But we're just gonna go with listen, I feel like there is nobody here anymore that will just say when trash is trash or when people are doing fucked up things. Like I it's like and really it's not even they'll say trust and believe on the people they don't like all day every day. They'll say exactly what they don't like of that person, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, right? But then it's like when it's somebody they like, they get all fucking silent and like cats got their fucking tongue. Like, nah, bitch, stick that tongue back out and say what you need to say. Put out your chest, pump up your chest, pump the volume, like do something, say something. And they don't. And I find myself, this is day 3 now. Today is the 3rd day. And it started a little bit last week, and I kind of was like, why am I even getting into this? I'm not even around anymore. Like, why the fuck do you even want to be involved in that? And I was like, yeah, girl, you're right. Like, stay out of it. You know what I mean? And I was like, it's all good. Just go away. It's totally fine. And then yesterday I watched something. I actually told Joneson last night, like, you have no idea. Like, my finger is itching on the live button trigger, like I'm going to do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just stay. I'm trying very hard to stay quiet, stay out of things, just leave it alone. And Joneson was like, I get it. It's all good. Whatever. Okay, cool. And then today, 2 things happened. So the first thing was a live stream that was done. And then the second thing was somebody hiding their fucking live streams on some fuck shit that they did. And I'm like, who the fuck? Either stand on the shit that you say and do or don't do it. Like, stop being like the flip floppingness is just like it is astonishing to me. So let's go back to what started this all, okay? The first thing that started is I seen a clip. Okay, so let's go back to that. It started with the first thing I seen was a clip. Okay, this clip was of Moon, and Moon was calling out unsupervised maniacs for using the R word, right? Okay, because the R word is bad. Okay, now while I understand, I respect, I personally don't use the word because I understand how it impacts an entire community very deeply, right? I understand that. That's the reason why I choose not to use the word behind the scenes or in public, right? However, if I hear somebody use the word, I do not find offense to that word, probably because I have not been impacted by the negative results of that word in my family or in my life. Okay. So if you use the word, I personally don't give a fuck. It doesn't make a difference to me, but there are a lot of people out there that do really care about that, and that's okay. However, y'all gonna let Moon, the girl who proudly uses the fucking N word, she went and purchased a Costco size of audacities to call out somebody using the R word. It's like, No, they're not doing that. Surely nobody is sitting by silently. Somebody has said something about this because how, Sway? How in the world do you I mean, I just couldn't even imagine waking up in the morning and be let me tell you what it is, okay? I'm a fat girl, okay? I am a proud fat girl. I've been fat since I was fucking 2 minutes old, and there is nothing you could say about me being fat that would even impact my feelings at all, okay? My man likes it. He's been with it and hitting it for 26 years. That's all that matters to me. And if he changed his mind about that, we could have a different conversation. That's gonna be a him problem still, though. It's not my problem, okay? And my health is on point. I mean, obviously, a bitch is fat, so her coronary probably, is having some issues. However, ain't no popping pills every day to stay alive over here, okay? So until that's the situation, I'm gonna stay this way. But could you imagine me calling somebody else or talking shit about somebody else being fat? Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. Like the hypocrisy in that would be astonishing to me. But they just got this little broad out here, and she's like, "Oh my God! Somebody grab the pearls immediately! I must clutch them as hard as I fucking can. Clutch them harder than you do when you do a Kegel. Somebody help me, please! She said the R word. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Like, get out of here all the way out. Get out, take a left, and just keep on walking. So that was my first thing, okay? And that was like, and then people would be like, "Oh my God, you were so triggered by her saying that." No, I don't actually give a fuck. But also, again, it just adds to the audacities. Again, Costco is sold out on audacities. I went there today. I tried to find some for myself. It didn't work. All right. So then we move along, okay? that that clip channel that clipped it ended up making me see that Unsupervised had did a live stream. Okay. So I go to watch Unsupervised live stream. And others had been talking about it in the Discord. So I was like, oh, let me go watch that because that may be of some interest. Okay. All right. So I said, cool. Let me go watch that. Okay. Now I understand that her personal experience and her professional experience drive her to have a very passionate stance against victim shaming victims of sexual assault, talking bad about them or questioning their experiences or any of that type of if you've ever interacted with her when the topic has come up, you can see her passion come forward, right? And I don't knock her for that passion. She's passionate about that, cool. I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about, cool, right? I am not knocking her at all for that stance. However, I personally had a challenge at one point in her stream, actually not this stream, it was the one before this one. And in that stream, I felt like she originally was a mod for Sinner, and Sinner, in my opinion, basically chooses to exploit the children of Queen Bee by bringing up what he alleges is the physical assault of their parent on the child. Like, he constantly says that, even though there's no factual relationship to that information, but he does the same thing, yet you mod for him. So it's okay for him to say those things, but it is not okay for anybody else to question these things. What? Are again, where did we purchase? So then this time comes around, this live comes around. Okay. And so then we've got this live stream. Sorry, I'm not going to be reading the chat much, but then you've got this live stream that rolls around, and it's kind of starts off with the same theme. All right, cool. And I, again, in my head, so for me, I did feel bad for Unsupervised at one point in time because I felt like this is only her second live stream that I have seen, at least personally. And she brought people, she basically opened up her panel, which is dangerous because you don't know like who's going to say what, how they're going to act, or if they can even be cordial adults. I respected the fuck out of her conversation that she was attempting to have of, let's have people from opposite sides come up here, be adults, talk to each other, and see if even at the end of this talk, we just don't fuck with each other. That's cool, but we're just going to part ways and, again, just keep doing us. Okay, cool. I understood the concept of it. Okay. I agreed with her stance on salty. I think that salty and barbecue have some kind of drama from TikTok. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I think questioning somebody's experience that they may have had as a child is fucking sick and gross. I don't fuck with that. But I don't know salty like that also. So she ain't no friend of mine. So I don't give a fuck. Like, if that's what she chooses to question on the internet, people question shit all fucking day long on the internet. There's a lady who just lost her kid on uh TikTok in a tragic accident. And people don't give a fuck. They're questioning all the shit about that because they don't like the lady, right? So they question, you can question all you want all day, every day, but it still is gross to some people. So that's just, that's just how it goes. Okay. During that live stream, I'm still sitting there and I'm just like, I actually ended up having to watch the replay. I wish I would have been there during, but I wasn't. So I'm watching the replay and there's just so many different things that I'm like, are these people all fucking insane? You have these people who stand behind somebody. I don't care who the person is, right? That person could be Clue. That person could be Queen. That person could be Brittany J. That person could be Jones, and that person could be Sinner. That person could be Unsupervised. That person could be Laura. I don't care who the person is that these subs stand behind, but they cheer that shit on like they are in the cheer competition of 2025. Okay? And my thing personally is, and that's just me, okay? Personally, I feel like when you sit there and you cheer on your own favorite fucking creator, you should shut the fuck up about another creator you don't like doing those same exact fucking things. Because you have no rights to say shit. How dare you talking about somebody else grifting, somebody else exploiting their kid, somebody else harming their children, somebody else having CPS go on them, somebody else doing drugs, somebody else being an addict. Meanwhile, your favorite fucking creator is the same goddamn thing. Make that shit make sense. Do y'all know how, like, I have never seen so many blinded by hate people in my life. And it's not just one-sided. Like, every single freaking side of this at this point in time, they are all blinded by hate. They are hate obsessed. It is ridiculous. There are major issues going on in the country. Okay, and I'm not trying to get all political. I don't give a fuck if you're left, right, center, U-turned, whatever you are. Doesn't make a difference to me. But there's some real shit going on in our country right now, and we're over here like, Brittany J is this, and Queen Bee is that, and Jay is this, and Granny is this. Like, who gives a fuck? Y'all don't give a fuck about none of these goddamn people. None of them. You don't give a fuck. If they fell off the face of the earth tomorrow, some of y'all's hearts speak for themselves because your hearts would be smiling. Maybe not your face, but your heart would definitely be smiling at the demise of somebody else. I heard okay, hold on. Wait, let me just pause there for a second. Just run and rub it in my stalker's face that Karen Reed was found not guilty. Actually, they asked me to wake you up today, DZ, but I knew you were in a lot of pain today and recovering. So I told them you couldn't come out and play. But there you go. Okay. All right. Love you, friend. I can't do our handshake right now on live stream, but handshake to you. Okay. He's gonna be like, this is just wrong. The people were influenced By that damn turtle boy. That's what happened. I'm going to put my Crocs on and go after them. Anyways, okay. Anywho, quick healing vibes to our Deetsy. Okay. So I watched that stream, found myself only a little bit irritated because I just was watching it, right? And I was just like, okay, cool. And then I think it was Jonesin who reviewed Laura's stream. I did not watch Laura's stream. That is not my choice. Okay. But I did watch Jonesin's stream of Laura's stream. Now, I did not watch all 3 streams that she did. Wink, wink. I just watched the very last one because I never know when she's going to go live. And if I happen to open my app, I happen to open my app and I happen to be there. Okay. So I was watching that. And so I'm hearing some of the interactions. Okay. And I get a little bit confused. Okay. So Unsupervised Maniacs makes it clear to Sinner when he's on panel that these things that he thinks she has said, she never said. And that it's very clear that there is a disconnect, right? There's a miscommunication that it has happened. Okay. It's very clear. He seems to understand that. She seems to understand that. But he still stays angry. By golly, he still stays angry. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Hold on. She was found out guilty because of shitty investigation, period. Still believe she did it. I'm just putting her in the same category as OJ. Not OJ and Casey Anthony. Good Jesus, Georgia. Take it down a notch. Anywho, Georgia, you're more than welcome to your opinion. However, and I don't fully disagree with you. It could be just a shitty investigation, but honestly, that's on the police department. The glove did not fit. If the car did not hit, you must have quit. Okay, Georgia? That's how it worked. And by golly, she's free. And they couldn't prove it. So, hashtag FKR. Okay? Anywho, so Georgia, you're not going to keep getting me off track, okay? Thank you very much. Okay. Anywho, so I'm listening to this interaction, right? And never at one point in time does he say, like, okay, it was a misunderstanding, like it's all good, like whatever, right? He never backs down, right? And I think that that frustrates me. You're good. You're good, Georgia. So that kind of frustrates me in the moment because I'm like, if I misunderstood somebody and they're clarifying right here, right now, like in front of an audience, right? That they like that this is just a misunderstanding and you got all upset over nothing, right? Why can't somebody just be like, oh, my bad. It's all good. Like, okay, we don't have no beef then. All right, cool. Now, again, maybe there's some more context to that shit behind the scenes. We don't know. I'm just going based off what we've seen publicly. Okay, all right. So, kind of left everything alone. Stopped watching, thankfully. Okay. Hi, Laura. And then yesterday, I told you boredom always fucking gets me. Okay. So then yesterday, I opened up fucking Sinner's live chat. And it said, I think it said something like, let's discuss some things. Let's discuss. Oh, I've got something to say. And I was like, okay, consider me clickbaited. Let me go in here and see what he has to say. And honestly, in my head, I'm like, maybe he's going to like go and clear it up. Like he was so angry that day. And like him and Melissa obviously have had something going on in their communications that maybe isn't just, vibing right. Okay, cool. Okay. So I go into the stream and I listen. Number one, he sounds so fucking angry. And I'm sorry, but if this shit has you that angry, sounding just like Queen Bee's brother, I'm going to need you need to go take a break. And why the fuck are you out traveling on vacation doing your thing? Meanwhile, you're streaming every fucking day. And you're mad at people for contacting you while you took your 24 hours of your day off of YouTube and you're angry at them for contacting you, but you do know you can ignore text messages, emails, phone calls. You can ignore all that shit. So you made a choice to not ignore it. I'm not going to feel bad for you. Okay. So I start to listen to this stream, and I'm listening to what he's saying, and I don't like most of it, but that's okay. Like, who the fuck am I, right? Okay. Then I get to a point where he so first it starts off with like he's talking about Chloe Cletus, and he says he said, I'll kick the shit out of you, metaphorically and physically. And I was like, God damn. Now we're getting to the point where we're at physical threats of people. Okay. All right, that's big man energy. Okay. Sure. Okay. And then I keep listening, and then he says he's talking about Queen Bee in another point, and he says fuck, I'm going to paraphrase it because I know it's not exact words, but I can promise you it's enough. And because I don't have no fucking reason to lie. So there's that. Okay. There's no money involved in this shit. I go live every now and then. I don't give a fuck about subs. If I lost every sub I got today, I really ain't giving a fuck. So, okay. Anywho, I have no motive to lie on him. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Anywho, so then he's talking about Queen Bee, and he's talking about like shit, shit just keeps getting worse. And he says, things are just going to escalate, and it is going to continue escalating basically until somebody gets fucked up, and it won't be him. And I was like, God damn, another physical threat? Are you fucking kidding me? If you feel the need to physically threaten people, you absolutely sound fucking insane, unhinged, and do need to log the fuck off. Your mission, Sinner has convinced himself at this point so much so, like he used to say, he doesn't say it anymore, like everybody riled him up and started him on his way like a fucking lawnmower. We all pulled the fucking string. And now he's just mowing. He's out of control, mowing the lawn everywhere. He's mowing the neighbors' lawns, mowing the streets everywhere, right? Okay, cool. And he's like, well, you guys left me, right? You guys left me here after pulling the string on my lawnmower. No, bitch. The rest of us have some shit to lose. The rest of us just didn't give a fuck anymore. It was not worth our goddamn energy. There was this whole campaign he was running. Gone by June. It's the motherfucking internet. It's the motherfucking internet, and it is not that serious. You do not have, nor will you ever have, the authority, the allowances to kick anybody off of the internet. Molly Golightly left the internet, right? When YouTube seen what she did. Nobody got her removed. Nobody fucking got her kicked off, as much as she likes to claim that shit, It is ridiculous. And then I watch people, and some of the people who I have respected so fucking much, right? That are subs, right? And I watch them as people are saying things, right? That may be like they're pointing out. I seen somebody do it in one of Jones's chat where she was pointing out she didn't agree with Sinner on something or whatever. And then you've got all these fucking people in the chat who are like, Sinner's amazing. Sinner is wonderful. Sinner is everything. Sinner is doing God's work, right? Sinner is, yay, Sinner, right? And I'm like, you do know you just are the Hive 2.0 at this point. Like, in all fairness, Cletus did say a few weeks for Sinner to pull up for a physical altercation with him. Listen, Linda, I do not doubt that whatsoever. But again, Cletus being who we all know Cletus is, right? Cletus who wears overalls. Okay? No shame to the overalls. I'm just saying those overalls are not normal overalls, okay? All right. That guy is who like what? That's the guy who like we want to like so basically what we're saying is, well, Cletus said it first. Then you're no better than them. And I'm not saying that to you, Linda. I apologize if it sounds like that. But like that, like, then if you are saying the same things that other people are saying, you're no better than them. So there was a lady who had made a comment. So during the stream that I'm watching, right? And I'm gonna get to the point momentarily, okay? All right. Well, honestly, Sinner, I think he would say the same about you. You didn't just say fuck Cletus, but okay. All right. Anywho, so okay. So then he goes on and he's reading Brianna's comment. Okay. And Brianna's comment is up on the screen. She's a sub, it sounds like. She has a difference of opinion. Okay, fine. She's not rewriting history in her comment. She's asking, I believe it was in Brittany J's comment section. So she's asking Brittany, like, how could you be outraged at this person doing this when Sinner has done this to Queen Bee, right? Like, how can you be outraged at one and not outraged at the other? And okay, all right, like fair question. Okay. However, Sinner ends up meeting this with bitches and hoes and dumbasses and all this other stuff. So I truly want to know from those who support him wholeheartedly. He obviously thinks that he is like the god of the gods for YouTube, right? And he's on this mission. I don't give a fuck about that. If that gives him purpose in his life, then by golly, like let him have it and nobody can say shit about that, right? That's totally fine. But my thing is this. Show me one person who can disagree with Sinner and not become a bitch. Show me one person who can call Sinner out in public, not in private, but can call Sinner out in public when he is doing something wrong and he accepts those words. He is open to that feedback. Because if you can't find that person, right, which I'm pretty sure you'd be pretty tight to find it, then all you really have is you have Queen Bee 2.0. Because that's part of the problem that we had with Queen Bee in the very beginning is nobody could tell her shit. And every one of her subs to this day that surrounds her, they encourage her. They buy her bullshit. Are you fucking kidding me, Sinner? Oh, the list could go on and on. I heard you in your stream. Which again, bitch made move to put it on members only, but do you, boo? How are you going to be out here talking all this shit? And then you're like, you're out here talking all this shit and you don't even stand on it. You go and fucking hide it. Like, what the fuck? That's some bitch made shit. But anyways, that's a different story for a different day. Okay. But in your stream, you talked about it yourself. Clip Punk said something to you along the lines of, you got too much ego. You got too much ego. You said, that's not ego, that's confidence. No, sir, that's ego. That is fucking ego. And pride is the number one thing that will destroy you. And it will continue to, it will eventually, because that's what Queen Bee did, right? She got all that pride. And she got all that shit. And she uses scare tactics, right? That's what she does. And her channel does not thrive. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. She may make a lot of money, but her channel is not growing. She's been at the same 20,000 now for about a year or two, maybe ish. She's not growing. So it'll be you absolutely are, Sinner. You have absolutely become the same exact thing that you call out. And that's my opinion. You don't have to appreciate it. You don't have to agree with it. Be triggered for all I give a fuck. I don't care. Anyways, So it is. You know what, Kobe? It really is. It is sad because ultimately, like one of the biggest things, I had somebody message me the other day, and they were just saying how over the years they've been here about the same amount of time as I have. Chasing, shout out to Boston in the building today. I watched a little bit of your stream, and then I had to go to a meeting, so I paused it, and then I came back, and but I kept the chat up. I kept the chat up so I could see what the results were, and then I rewound so I could hear it again. I was like, "Yeah, woohoo!" So, anyways, um, um, you know what, Sinner, and I respect that. I've heard that I'm sanctimonious constantly. You know why though? Because you know what happens, Sinner, is there's something about me that bothers other people. You know why? Because I don't switch it up. The same person that I am here today is the same person I was here 2, 3 years ago. You know what I mean? So I haven't changed. You have changed for sure. You're angry. You're egotistical. You're arrogant. Nobody can tell you shit because only you are right. You are never wrong. You do not apologize. And you put out misinformation and disinformation constantly, proudly. You continue to exploit somebody's children and don't give a fuck. And you justify doing that to them because of the words on the internet that they've said about you. Now, I don't agree with the words at all. By all means, do not agree with the words. It's fucked up. But you just joined her. That's all that you did. Like preaching to the choir, you are right. That's part of preaching to the choir. Oh, I'm not mad. See, that's the difference between you and Sinner, you and I, Sinner. This shit don't bother me like that. It may bother me enough to strike up a live stream and say my opinions. Absolutely. But mad? No. Why would I be mad? I'd have to like care about you to be mad. And that definitely I am not. Oh my God. Oh man, that was funny. Uh, you don't have all the facts. You're rewriting history. Well, listen, unprivate that stream, and I can guarantee everybody can watch for themselves. The physical threats he was making, I, all of it. Every single female surrounding him is a bitch, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And this may be a very unpopular opinion, but you act like you may have mommy issues. I'm just gonna say it. Because you got issues with females. You don't vibe with any female who could potentially help you grow into a better person or could potentially, give you good feedback or help you grow and like you vibe with each other or like, swords on the stone kind of a thing. Like you don't vibe with any females unless they are submissive, quiet, and do what you want them to do. The second that they disagree with you though, they're bitches, they're slurs or whores, they're sluts, they're crackheads, they're dumbasses, they're idiots, they're stupid. Like they're all these fucking adjectives. That's crazy. Oh, Sinner, trust and believe. I'm talking about what you show us on the internet. I'm not talking about anything else. I don't know you privately, nor would I ever entertain you privately. But publicly, this is the image you have put out. This is not an image that anybody else is putting on you. This is you putting this out. This is what you show people, and this is how you treat women. And again, if somebody specifically came for you and they're like, again, and I'll go back to a time where there were women out here. We know a couple of them because they're still around, but there were women out here saying, like, oh, did you beat any women today, Sinner? Oh, Sinner beat women. It was on his record. Like they were saying bullshit ass lies, right? And they were wrong. Completely fucking wrong. Like 1000% wrong. They shouldn't have said that. Now, if you want to call those people a bitch, right? I feel like there's a justification for that. That makes perfect sense. Okay, cool. But somebody who you call your friend And they're like, hey, I feel like your ego may be getting in the way. Like, hey, maybe dial it back a notch. Like, hey, that's not a good look for you, you know? That person immediately is like, you bitch, get out of here. Okay. And then you wonder why people aren't like, again, at the part of, I can't. I'm great to women. I give what I get, and that will continue until further notice. Okay. So essentially, what you're saying is, I give what I get. So somebody gives a negative opinion on you, you give them bitch. That's what you give them. Somebody speaks the truth about the facts of shit that you keep getting wrong intentionally about children, and you're like, bitch. Oh, I'm gonna need you to find a new word. Like, just find, like, I can't even. Exactly, Wanderer. Great to women, I'm dead. You're great to women like Proctor is great in an investigation. I'll say that instead of, because I don't know Proctor with women, but I'm gonna say like Proctor is to an investigation. That would be very, hey, just Jake, hey, Spivey. That would be very, an appropriate metaphor across the board. I'm good with that. Oh, let's see. Oh, no, that is not what I said. You are a dirty twister. That's what you are, silly goose. I can't. What is with the Muppet? Like, I don't understand the Muppet references. Like, that, you don't think that's kind of weird for a grown man to do? And maybe it's just not my thing. Maybe people get it. I'm definitely not twisting shit. I'm definitely not. Why? Where? Honestly, Sinner, if you knew me, you would absolutely know that, like, I've done some streams of set. I could play them for you if you need to hear. If you can hear what upsetting Anya sounds like, trust and believe, I can guarantee you it does not sound like this. I'm not upset. I just think, let's say I'm not upset. I can say you just have confirmed the early on disappointment that I have when you turned into Queen Bee. That doesn't upset me at all. Says the lady who rides a fake horse. I did not put myself on the fake horse, just so you know. So if somebody else gave you the Muppet references, the goose and the waka wakas and those things, again, I retract that statement. But I'm pretty sure you got those all out of your toolbox on your own, and so that's a little bit different. Just saying, this is getting embarrassing. You should go back on your trip. Okay, just go back on your trip. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, look, Nunya's twisting shit. Couldn't be that he's saying and doing shit people aren't taking the way he thinks they are. Exactly. Well, and again, ultimately, Sinner only wants you to see things his way, because putting out the facts and putting out the truth and putting out the actual honesty of what has happened in a factual manner that does not push a narrative or does not push a bias, that's not what he wants, because that doesn't actually further his agenda. So I understand, like, don't get me wrong. I understand exactly what he's doing, because I experienced Queen Bee doing the same exact thing for however many years. And we've seen other people do the same exact thing. Granny has done it. Jay has done it. Brittany has done it. Like, there's so many people. Like, the list goes on and on and on. So it's not like it's like, oh, new today. So yes, chasing. I hope that I'm so watching that tonight. You're disappointed in me as well. Oh no, Sinner. That makes me so sad. Somebody on the internet who has no morals, no moral compass, calls women bitches like it's like calling them John, you know, and whores and crackheads and idiots and stupids, yet calls himself a man. Like, oh God, what will I do with myself? Fuck. I'll go reevaluate. Don't worry. Anywho, so that was one stream. So then I went to go and it's on members only, so it's privated for now. So it can't be seen at this point. And there you go, Sinner. Yeah. Bitches everywhere. For real. You're all bitches. You get a bitch. She gets a bitch. They get a bitch. You're all bitches. Okay. Now, son, calm down. Would that be better for you? Like, I don't know how your mom may have acted at one point in time that's led you to this led you to this point. But therapy works. I'm just gonna put it out there. Therapy truly does work, and getting a therapist that you can talk to and talk your issues out with, it is an amazing process, and that's for everybody. But yeah, a man calling other women bitches needs to look in the mirror to see the bitch. Just saying. Okay. But do you? Oh, Chasing, I don't disagree. And Chasing, that's why I said earlier, which you're probably not at this part of the stream, but there are a lot of people who definitely deserved the bitch title, at that point. But yeah, you're a happy bitch. That's cool. That's cool. I'm a content bitch. Unfortunately, I was a bored bitch this week. That's just terrible, you know? That's so funny. Therapy advice. It's definitely not therapy advice because I'm not a medical professional and I don't ever give out advice in that such way. It's simply an opinion on therapy, which I personally have participated a lot in my life in and have found great personal growth. Okay. Now I haven't arrived by all means. Still a little fucked up and broken. I got issues, but the difference is I can actually admit it. So are you going to talk about my asshole too? I don't tend to talk about people's assholes, vaginas, children. There are a lot of sacred things that are off limits for me. Yeah, so I don't do that. Okay. I don't know, Wolfie. I don't know. Honestly, I, I feel like the people who talk about a lot about assholes and those kinds of things, like they're not very close to them. Like eat one time and you'll be fine. Okay, you'll have a shitty day, but it'll be all right. It's all good. Yeah, Wolfie, I don't want nothing to do with those. So, but then I went to go and watch. So I seen Johnson's post today, and I was like, "Oh, Queen Bee must be live again! Yay, woohoo!" And I seen a comment that she had shown, and I thought, "Oh, hold on, everybody, we have to give notice." Sinner, we're going to be moving on from you, and you will not be the center of attention for a little while. I hope that you're completely okay. So, with that, I'm sure you'll still go on and on and on for a little while, but it's cool. Darn. Well, you talked about my mother, my mental well-being. Definitely didn't talk about your mental well-being because I don't know you well enough to know if what your well-being of your mental is. Again, I did say though that the way that you act seems as if you have mother issues, mommy issues, just like there are some girls who act like they've got daddy issues. Also didn't talk about your mother. I talked about you and your issues. So there you go. Anywho, moving right along. Oh man. Damn it. I blocked somebody and I thought that that meant they were blocked from my channel and I just seen that they are not. That's cool. Okay. Well, it's okay. Anywho, I'm gonna move on now, Sinner. Okay. You are full of shit, lady. Look at how angry you are. Why are you so angry? Legit, you're so angry. What angry little man? Like Napoleon. Are you short potentially? You're like, you're a full of shit, lady. Thank you for not calling me a bitch this time. I do appreciate that there. Good luck with that. I don't see you. Do you see me? I think you see my camera with the words good Nunya across it in my avatar. You don't see me. Just like I don't see you. But do you see me seeing you? I don't know. Does anybody see us together? I don't know. Just wondering. I came for the bitches. Hey, bitches. 6 Up Media just kicking in the door. Sorry, Abba. a cough. Oh God, I can't. Oh my goodness gracious. It is just anywho. So so Jones's post ended up making me go and watch Queen Bee stream. And there were two things in there that was just like, are you fucking kidding me? This is insane. Like all of these people are insane. And I was like, okay, all right, cool. Linda, I respect that. I can respect that. Oh, bye, bitch. See you later. So the first thing was Clue was like, did you hear Johnson get all triggered when I talked about her milking being not being able to be a lol cow? And then Queen's like, yeah, I heard her get all triggered. I heard all about it, right? And then they play the clip, right? And Joneson is like, I didn't go to try out for a lol cow. I went to go try out to milk the lol cows, right? Which is what milkers is. Okay. So so Clue hears that as she only went to go be a lol cow. And she's like, see, she admitted it. And I'm like, I don't, but she didn't. Like, they don't listen with their real ears. I don't know what ears they listen with, like maybe the fake ears that they maybe put on, the fake ears you could put over your ears, like the fake, like elf ears, maybe. I don't know. They don't listen with their real ears, though. So she totally misses that point. And I'm like, but she's not triggered. Like, she's trying to explain to y'all that she has, like, what is happening? What's happening here, right? And I was like, okay. I'm late. Someone's asshole is angry and itchy, MK. Yes. MK, don't come in starting your shit. I can't with you. So then I'm like, okay. All right, so then I kept listening because I was like, maybe it's going to get better. Maybe it's going to get better. I don't know. So I keep listening. And then as I keep listening, then they go into talking about, and Queen ends up saying that CPS. So Queen is listening to one of Britney's stream. Surprise! Okay, because that was shocking. And Britney says something, right? Britney claims that Queen Bee said that her children were removed from her home. Okay. Queen's like, I never said that. I said that they went to go be with your, DT, wake up. You're sleep typing. Don't worry about Deet. She'll be fine. She's just sleep typing in the chat, okay? It's not her, it's the pain meds. It's a recovery process, okay? And not the pain meds that like addiction, It's the pain meds of like she had surgery yesterday, okay? So just leave her alone, okay? We'll all have a good laugh about it later. Anywho. Hi, Grandma. Yeah, she does. She is very angry right now. I think so. I think it is code. Deets, are you talking about somebody's mom? Don't do that. Anywho, so Queen is like, I never said they were moved. I just said they left your house and went to like the grandma's house. And I'm thinking to myself, like, one, how the fuck would you even know that? How would anybody know that? And I'm like, okay, all right, keep on listening. And then she goes on to say that they were moved because there wasn't working water in the home. Again, how would you know that? None of this is public information. So how would you know that? But then she goes on to even further say the water in the bathroom wasn't working. Again, I ask, how would you know that? Could you imagine somebody being so obsessed in life that they know when your plumbing isn't working in your house? Oh, but Nunya, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. You just hold on 1 minute. We wouldn't know if BJ didn't share. Because then Clue, KKK herself, hang on tight to your white robes. She goes on to say, we only know that because BJ shared, I don't know what the fuck they call her. I don't really care. But we're just going to call her BJ because that's what I call her. BJ shared that she had workers coming in her home and working. So that equated to her kids had to leave the house because there wasn't working water in the bathroom. And that's what CPS made them do on the checklist. What? Now, don't get me wrong. Is Brittany J an oversharer? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it her life to choose to share whatever the fuck she wants to share? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it right for anybody to discuss what she has publicly shared? Absolutely. It's called commentary. Get you some. But if you do not want, if you are willing to discuss public information that Brittany J shares about her children with her alleged CPS case or whatever the fuck it is, then you shut the fuck up when somebody starts talking about the public shit with your kids in a CPS case or a court case or a police report, because all that shit is public fucking information. You do not get to cry victim over your shit, meanwhile calling somebody else out for playing victim with their shit. What? Either you stand for it or you don't. Make up your fucking mind. The way these people flip-flop Jesus Christ more than the old Navy SEAL. It's crazy. And every single person doing it to themselves. Let me tell you what else I've seen this week, okay? And I'm almost done with my rant because I'm almost done with my whole entire fucking YouTube history for the last week and a half. Thankfully. Thankfully. Okay. Then I see. So Granny went back to court, okay? She or her not back to court, excuse me. Her restraining order had gotten appealed and she ended up winning the appeal. Okay? That's cool. If a court decided that needed to be in place, good for the court. I respect the courts. Okay, cool. All right. But then she goes on to say, I'm a winner. I win at everything. Now, while I respect the fuck out of that confidence, I ain't mad at the confidence. Do you, girl? But you can't keep claiming you're a winner on everybody else's dime. Just a little bit confusing. Okay? People who win no matter what, right? Okay. Yeah, Captain Avi, you know it's coming. A couple more weeks. The Old Navy sale for flip flops is coming. Dollar, they may be $2 by now. Dollar flip flops, get you some. I'm telling you, they're amazing. Anywho, and you don't mind the fact that they're going to fall apart pretty quickly because you only paid $2 for them. It's cool. Okay. The problem is again, I can understand that the process for the whole I don't know what the fuck it's called now. I'm not calling it RICO because it wasn't. Whatever. The judgment. Okay. The whole process for that had to have been stressful. I can recognize that 100%. Okay. I can recognize that it was unwarranted and unjust. I can recognize that as well. Okay. I cannot recognize that you absolutely play a part in something day after day alongside with your friends and act like you do nothing. It's a little bit confusing. That makes you not a winner in my book. But again, who the fuck am I? A person who goes live once every 4 fucking weeks, maybe 6 weeks, depends on how the fuck I feel and how much I can really consume or how bored I get. They always talk about standing on it. Why not sit down and think about it for once? Listen, Six Up, none of these people think about shit before they do it, say it, be it, anything like that. Clue is a very evil and foul person. I apologize. She is an online bully. Well, Spivey, here's the thing. There are a lot of people who take great joy in being an online bully. I think it's, and maybe Sinner. I don't know if that's where I seen it, but he's formed the anti-bully bullies. So they're gonna like bully the bullies. But then you just basically have become a bully. So I don't, that's very confusing and contradictory. But there are a lot of people here who have found great joy in being a bully, which that's their thing. It's what they do. I think I respect your opinion of her 100%. I just think that she's, I think she's a racist person, a racist opportunist, truly. She will do any and everything and say anything to fit in anywhere so that she can be seen and make money. That's what she's here for. And she shows that. So it's simple. That's one of the reasons why I don't like talk about her or cover her very much, is because I don't like to give racists the time and energy that they so desire. How in the world did BJ become the money maker for QB, Clue, Nonsense, and many others? There has to be someone more interesting than BJ that they can cover, because she's easy, just Jake. And I'm sorry, some people won't like this, but she's an easy target. She'll respond. She doesn't control her panel. She lets people on her panel who say foul shit. She lets people in her chat that say foul shit, and she doesn't get them under control. Can you control a sub? No, but you can set the tone. You start blocking some people for saying some foul ass shit about others, guaranteed they won't come in under the next alt saying the same shit. So she's become an easy target, and she's made herself an easy target. And I think that she is making money as much as they are. Maybe not on the same level, but I think they're all making good money off of it. And I think that, yeah, I think if she didn't want it, there are a lot of steps that she could take, but she doesn't feel like she needs to change anything. She feels like that's backing down to bullies, and whatever. It's her page, it's her life, it's her family. She could do whatever the hell she wants to do, but she is their content. And she will continue. I seen JP in her earlier saying something about Betty going to jail. Betty ain't going to jail. Stop saying that. Y'all been trying to lock Betty up for the last year, maybe two. Actually, 2.5 years. Actually, since fucking Quentin Simon. So what was that? 20. That was late. I think 2022. So at November will be like what? 22, 3 years. She ain't going nowhere. Betty gonna be right there in Florida with her shingles off of her roof. It is the most counterproductive thing to call people out. That's the reason why I refuse to do it. I think I would much rather go live and give my opinions about shit. That way, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. You could like who you like, go where you want to go, say what you want to say. I don't give a fuck. It's not going to make a difference to me. But I mean, again, other than if you go saying if you say I didn't agree with Nunya when she said blah blah blah, that was pretty foul of her to say or whatever. I can respect that as your opinion. I get that. I'm of opinions, so no big deal. Now you start talking shit about me, that fat ass bitch. She shouldn't have said shit. She's such a bitch, right? We may have some beef then, but outside of that, I don't care. That's why I come here and I just give my opinions and I go the fuck home. And by go home, I mean log the fuck off. I don't know. They have been trying to lock her up for years. Exactly. She won't go as low as they go. If BJ really wanted it to stop, then she would stop responding to them. I agree. They have also cornered their market viewers and run a 20. I do agree with that, Cap. Now, again, it's a business model. I ain't mad at it. Make your money, do you, boo? But I also I thought about it the other day. I heard somebody said the other day, stop going after Brittany. You know that this is her primary income, and that's how she provides for her kids. Okay. well, this is Queen Bee's primary income, and it's how she provides for her kids. This is Granny's primary income, and this is how she provides for her children. I like, like, there's so many different people that like that applies to. You don't, again, stop taking one thing and only applying it to the fucking people that you like. Apply that shit across the board to everybody. It makes no sense to me. Not the shingles. Yeah, the shingle, the good shingle. I don't know how these people go from chat to chat with nothing but BG. But you know what it is, not that Amber. Me personally, I struggle. I'm not gonna lie. Even when Joneson has to be reviewing Clue, who's reviewing Brittany, for me to even like listen. Yeah, be safe, Lindsay. For me to even like listen, and that's no shade on her. Like, again, her market is her market and her audience is her audience. That's cool. But I just can't, like, it's very slow. Like today, today, even Queen Bee is the same now. When she was up there by herself, it was a lot different. But I had her on 3.0, and I still found myself fast forwarding constantly. And I was like, okay, either I talk like I'm on methamphetamines, or these people talk like they are on 0.50 in normal life. I don't know which one it is. I don't even care which one it is. Well, I know I'm not on methamphetamines. Just putting that out there. Okay. I just want to put that out there because I don't need no rumors to start. Okay. I do not do any type of drugs. It's not my thing. Never smoked marijuana. Not my thing. No judgment to those who do. However, just want to clear that up. But I know I talk fast, and putting me on 2.0 is not even going to be able to do it. I don't understand why people watch other creators that they don't like. Why? I think there is. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Am I back? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think that well, okay. So I'm a little bit torn with that, right? At one point in time, I watched a lot of people who I did not like and who would frustrate me or make me feel some type of way when I would watch them, because I was a nosy bitch and I was, I was in too deep, right? Okay, at that point. I think that when you take those steps away and you kind of regather yourself, like I was able to go back in those streams now. Like, I'm not sub to any of those people now, but I go into those streams now, and like minutes in, I'm like, oh, same bullshit. Let me get rid of that. Like, I have no interest in listening to that anymore, So that's me. So I I think that those who constantly watch, they're either A, watching for somebody to fuck up, because that's, there's that. And B, I also think that they are in too deep. I think that that hatred that has been created for that person, or the strong dislike, because some people are like, I don't hate them, I don't know them. Okay, that strong dislike for that person that they have, like, it drives them because they want to be able to watch that person and see what they're doing so they can report it back, or they can say, oh, did you see that so and so did such and such today? So I don't know. Can you imagine how stressful it must be to support a family by bashing other creators on YouTube? You would be completely dependent on it, just Jake. So you would be completely dependent on it. I couldn't imagine that being my life. If that was the way I provided for my family, was just by talking shit about other people and their children and their families and their income and all of that shit. And that's how I keep the lights on. And, oh, here's this McDonald's, we can go get it today because somebody paid me to talk shit about this person. I don't know. I want to know what the fuck happened to the glare. We had the Karen Reed verdict today, and he hasn't been live. I'm concerned. Uh-oh. Oh, he's on his way to Boston. George, I can't. Oh, stop it, Jacob. Don't you dare. Don't do that. No, I don't think she is Nicole B. That makes sense. I just can't watch someone that I don't care for their content. Maybe. I'm like, where the F is the Claire? I love how Turtle Boy was pretty much ignored by Karen. Okay. So when I heard the verdict, you could hear everybody screaming outside, right? I want to go and watch tonight. I'm going to watch them, but I want to watch the view of like outside looking in. That's what I want to watch. Like, I want to see the people. Like, I want to see the whole crowd go into an uproar. That's what I do want to watch. But I don't watch the glare. Does him and Karen Reed have something going on? I have no clue, doohickey. I don't even like to start rumors like that. There is no facts behind that that I'm aware of. So just saying, there's no stability in it. No, there's not. Well, to be honest, though, chasing, if we're being real, I don't think that there's any stability, even in true crime. You legit have to. I think the only thing that provides stability at this point is consistency and vulnerability and transparency. I think that's probably the best for those who I've seen go from little channels into big channels, mostly on TikTok, of course. YouTube is a little bit different, but that's that's what I was thinking. That's my conspiracy. Who said that about the glare? I don't know, Captain Avi, but y'all know how I feel about the glare, so don't you dare come for him. I'm just saying. He's supposed to stream 2020 on Kick tonight. Oh, really? Oh, Lindsay, can you type? I know we're in Discord. Can you put what is his Kick name the same as his YouTube name? Because I really do want to watch that. And it did show. It says it's going to be on Hulu, but my fucking Hulu is the next damn day, and I don't want that. So I gotta try and I gotta try and maybe watch it on his if nobody else has it. He wasn't ignored by Karen chasing. They all gotta have something to say. Um, Blair isn't going. Yeah, he. It sounds like he just wanted to be able to stream freely. Looks like he's already in Boston on. Oh, he was flying to Boston today. Okay. The only thing that I'm worrying about. Oh, perfectly. That's a good question. Like some of those channels, and I don't mean just him, but like I am curious to know. Like there are a lot of channels who like their channel grew and their channel became a channel because of Karen Reed. Like, where are they going next? Thank you, Grandma. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lindsay. She didn't mention anyone by name. He's been close to her the entire time. Yeah. Did you see there is a new 2020 coming out with Michael Proctor? We're there. Okay. That's the end of my rant for the evening. Thank you so much for being here, for allowing me to rant my once every 6 weeks. We'll wait and see if maybe we can go 8 weeks next time before I get frustrated enough with the bullshit and nobody saying anything before I speak on it. I think I love the fact that I'm nowhere near, thank you, Lindsay, that I'm nowhere near the bullshit, thankfully. Um, it has been very nice to be out of it and to just be on the outskirts of things and just watching. Um, I don't know. For me, I would like to challenge, like, if you're a sub to somebody and if you like your creator and you like what they do and you like what they call out, make sure they're not doing the same things that they're calling out or speak up on it. Because some of the people who you don't like, the problem is the subs, they just go along with it, they enable it, and you don't want to, as frustrating as that may be for you, you probably don't want to do the same thing as those subs do. So that's Spivey, that's because it's two separate trials. Where is everybody going after this? Okay. Let's just say that all right. Karen Reed, we probably got a solid, maybe about another 2 weeks of Karen Reed content. Okay. Where are we headed after that? Where's everybody going? I do need to know. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have loved chasing and gavel going live every day. And just even if I know that they have lives and jobs and all that kind of busyness in their lives and families. But I've loved them, even though like sometimes I don't chat. I just turn it on while I'm working and I get to listen to it. And I only get confused when they go to the backup channel, the trials channel, because then I get lost and I don't get the memo because I'm not like fully paying attention. But I don't know. Uh, Georgia. I don't agree with the Casey Anthony part, but I do agree with you for the O'Keefe family, and the reason why is because they still don't have answers. It doesn't matter to me if somebody else did it, if she did it, like none of that matters to me. For me, it mostly matters that like they don't really get justice for their son. They don't really get answers. Like nobody truly knows. Like science is telling you one thing that the car couldn't have hit him, but like even if you want to ignore that, like nobody really knows what happened. And I think that's probably the saddest part to me is people really wanted answers and they wanted something to come out, and I think that the police department played part in them not getting answers. I think that Karen has played a small part in them not getting answers. Hell, I think Turtle Boy has played a part in them not getting answers. A lot of people did, and it just sucks that like for them they don't get those answers, and that part really really sucks. You're going to Downtown Abbey after here. Okay. All right. I'm going to go see if I can find their reaction streams, and then I'm hopefully Aussie will pull it out, all the lawyers reacting, because that would be good. And I think that is it. What is the next major trial that channels are going to cover? I don't know. I think maybe Kate. I think Chasing is headed out. Um, I know there was a conversation about what trial they were going to next, but I can't remember who it was. So see, L says Koberger. I can't do Koberger. I feel like there's so many little tiny things in it that like I feel like I'll be lost off the top. Like I want the small, like give me the small ones. I mean Karen Reed was big, but like I want the small ones. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Wherever they go, I'll go there with them. Even if it's to Kohlberger, even though that's not my vote, but who asked me again. Stearns, I would like to watch. I know that's going to be so fucking hard. Oh, that's going to be so hard and terrible to watch. I think I can detach myself enough to be able to hear that, but I think that would be a really good one. Um, I think that may be one that popped up on my feed today, and I thought, oh, I'll have to go look. Hey, Twist. So Diddy, listen, I just do the Diddy recaps. That's all. I can't watch the actual trial, but I just do the Diddy recaps. It works for me. It's sufficient enough for me. I want to watch Koberger, but we'll have to do it on replay. Stupid work. I know. Yeah, Rabbit is doing good coverage. I've been watching her videos that she's dropping with the transcripts. When the F is Courtney Clenny going to trial? I don't even know who that is, so I cannot tell you. Corey Richens is another one. Okay. I'm happy. Summer is in full effect. That's what I'll be doing. Listen, I'm out here. No Madness has me out here trying to garden, and right now I'm growing lavender and rosemary, strawberries, and a house plant. Oh, and orchids. Oh, I don't think Ninja Orchid will hear this. Ninja Orchid, if you hear this, I want you to know I binge watched your videos last night because I was looking for I'm trying to do water culture orchids. So if you have any videos on water culture orchids, can you please tag me? Okay, thank you. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys hanging out and being respectful and all that jazz. All right. Take care of yourselves because nobody else will. Bye.